Alright, as always, if I'm making a video about it, it's something that I gotta showcase or whatever. So today I'm showcasing a mod or whatever that allows me to basically transport my items from one world to another world. The reason why I'll put that mod into this pack. This is a custom pack, by the way. This is the name of the pack right here. It's my own custom pack called Nano Create. I did a video on this a couple of times. Anyway, world corruption. So the nether dimension got corrupted. The end dimension got corrupted. As a result of removing too many mods to try to reduce bloat in the pack or whatever. So this is the original pack. I got it down to 100 mods basically. That's why I wanted it at. That's light enough for me for the resources that I got, and that's also where I wanted it at. And I cut a lot of the bloat out of here. Mostly the adventure mods and stuff like that. You know, I had a mod in here called the After Dark and another one called Undergarden or something like that or whatever. But I removed those because I already experienced them, and I just don't need it. Normally, you can't do this in a pack. You'll typically corrupt your instance. That's the reason why I created a second instance and I did everything right here. But yeah, it ended up corrupting it. The world file, the world save file, and everything stopped basically working. I could still run the pack normally. I just can't go to the nether and can't go to the end. And of course, you need to go to those dimensions to get a couple of resources. Um, so back in here, these are the original worlds right here. I created a separate copy of this original world, and then I created a backup to test stuff in. That's this. This is a copy right here, and then this is a copy of this original world right here. So in order to take a look at this mod, I have to go into this world right here first. All right, so I already went ahead and did a prerequisite work of basically draining everything in my entire storage system, everything in all five of these mob farms up here, everything over here in my little workshop, everything in the smelter, and everything in the little mini iron farm over there, and put them all into these chests. So these chests basically represent the entire contents of my entire base, and it's only really 4 chests. These 4 chests right here is my entire base. It's all inside of shulker boxes. And mind you, I don't use shulker boxes on a regular basis, but this really makes me want to use shulker boxes on a regular basis, like how I see everybody do shulker farms and all of that, because this right here is crazy. Like, this is literally the entire contents of my entire base, everything. And I had a lot of stuff. So this is the test right here. So I'll put everything into it. Mind you, they have to be in vanilla containers. So it's in vanilla chests, vanilla shulker boxes. That's something that I learned from a long time ago. It took a couple of hours to actually get this to work. The first thing I tried to do was use Lightmatica, because I know it can copy the contents of a chest. It does work, but it only works with vanilla items. The items that's inside the chest have to be vanilla items, not modded items. So it doesn't work that way. I tried to copy just the chest. It didn't work. I tried to copy sophisticated backpacks, which is also a mod, because I put all the shulker boxes in the backpacks. It did copy over, but all the chests were empty and the backpacks were empty and everything like that. So obviously that was an issue. I tried to use the create schematic system, whatever, you know what I'm saying, with the schematic and quill and the schematic cannon and all of that, and that didn't work. So I ended up finding a mod. It's a really small, obscure mod that a lot of people don't know about. It's the reason why I'm talking about it. I forgot the name of the mod actually. It's called Your Something. Your items to new worlds. That's the name of the mod right there. All right, so you back out of here, right? And then I created this brand new world because in the mod pages description or whatever, you have to create a brand new world, and then it gives you a button or whatever to scan the inventory of any one of the worlds that you have that's inside of the instance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and these are the 4 chests that I was talking about. This is the entire contents of my entire base, and this was a test right here. This is a small test to see if it will copy over modded items. You know, full MBT tags and everything. So it copied over everything with all the MBT tags, and I could tell that by this right here, by the jetpack. It has capacity 3, protection 4, and it's drained a little bit of the steam. So those are all MBT tags that's attached to the item, and it's enchanted. That's how I can tell that this mod actually works with modded items. So the next test was testing my entire base. So these are those 4 chests, mind you. All my backpacks are here, dyed to the same colors they were dyed, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is here. All the experience that I had, everything. And then I ran a couple more tests to make sure this worked. And it works. And you can do it easily from in the world, and you don't even need to use the new world button. You could do this command right here, import items. And I could say right here, look into this world right here, search for the items, and it found everything that was in there. These are all the shulker boxes that's inside the vanilla chest, all the what's the names, all the backpacks, all the what's the names. Hit done, and that's it right there. That's all my 4 chests right there. That's everything. Very small mod, very useful. So with that, was the world that right here. That's how I was able to finally get my entire storage into the new world. So like I said before, I had world corruption issues, so I had to copy my entire base that I was at into a brand new world, and that's where I'm at right now. This is the entire base right here. Obviously, like I said, none of my inventory was here, so that's my 4 chests over here, and everything copied into the world. And then also right over here, I seen this the first time. You know, this is my little happy mistake or whatever. So that's a structure from a mod called Create Structures, and that's also the same thing, and they spawn right next to each other. That's a flying airship. That's a flying island. Both of them have very expensive create components on them, as well as this one right here has a beacon. This one I have to clear out because it has pillages in it, but I already have, you know, equipment and all that. Everything after that, just building up another portal. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything works correctly. If I can go to the nether, then I know then that everything worked out fine. I haven't tested that part out yet. Same thing with the end dimension, but 9 out of 10, if I can go to the nether, I can go to the end. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a fresh nether for me to explore and everything, a fresh end. The only thing that I lost was a couple of large water wheels, which is nothing. A hose pulley, which is nothing, because I had the hose pulley going into a lava lake, and I was pulling lava out of the lake and sending it into a fluid ender tank, a fluid ender tank or whatever, and that was basically teleporting the lava back to my ender tank here in the overworld, and I used that to power a nuclear reactor from a small nuclear reactor from the power mine that was powered in the RF Tools builder that broke down my old mom farm. That's why my old mom farm is in here, and that's basically it. That's all I really lost. So that's not really a lot. I can really remake that. It's not an issue. That's it. So this is for the video. Fingers crossed for my baby or whatever. This is what I talk about, my base or whatever. So it's basically done, resolved. You know what I'm saying? I came out of this entire situation intact. I don't have to restart this world or scrap this world or anything. I continue to work on this world, and that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to put this machine right here into a little museum. This one and the smelter. That's what the white stained glass is for. These both of these, the reason why this world is special because this is the first world that I actually learned to use Create on. So you can see the complication. Even though I can look at this now and see that this isn't as efficient as it could be, this was my first delve into the Create mind and my first two contraptions that I made. That's the reason why I want this world, and this is also the world that I was playing on when Create 6.0 came out for the first time. I had just started learning Create, and then Create 6.0 came out. Yeah, but that's basically it. That's what I wanted to talk about.